This was the first generation motor that we put in the car. It worked, but it only rotated 1.8 revolutions per hour. When we rebuild it without that sulfur atom there, then that 5-member ring, then it goes 3 million rotations per second. All right, so small changes can make a big difference. Well, what do you do? Well, what you do is you just come here and you erase that sulfur and you do that. Now that you can do on a blackboard. But this took us back to step one. This is what I'm talking about. When something, you're going along and you want to build and you say, oh, I'm just near life. If you have one thing wrong, it doesn't work. So, well, you just modify this and it'll work. All right, go back to the beginning. Go back 1 billion years to the beginning. It's too hard. Nobody knows how this thing is solved. You can't build the molecules. Next slide. And then, so remember, these just to make the molecules, the simple molecules. You got to have the carbohydrates, you have to have the lipids, you have to have the nucleic acids, you have to have the proteins. Even if you make an amino acid, how do you hook the amino acids together? Amino acids don't hook together by themselves. We're not even talking about order. How do you just get them to hook? I mean, somebody sent me a paper just last night. I mean, here's a paper just came out on self-folding molecules. Well, duh, that doesn't prove anything. You build a molecule, it folds up. Big deal. How do you get these things to hook together in the first place? Nobody knows. That's with amino acids. How about with nucleotides? You want to get these things to hook up. People will make you see, we got a nucleotide. We got DNA. No, you don't have DNA. You got to get these nucleotides to hook up. Look at a DNA synthesizer. How many steps of blocking, protection, deprotection you need to do the complex chemistry just to get one linkage made? Nobody knows how. You can throw all these together in a flash. People say, well, the concentration of nucleotides was very high. I've read this in high school books. It was very high. And these things came together. You calculate the concentration, the world would have to be raining nucleotides. And even if it were raining nucleotides at those concentrations, they wouldn't hook up. They don't hook up. You need enzymes to hook them up. But this is prebiotic. There's no enzymes here. Or you need very complex DNA synthesizers. Those weren't there either on early Earth.